Paparazzi House.
Hello. Not all betrayals happens in love. Some of it happens in the workspace, in your office. So today we'll be talking about an interesting topic, which is betrayals and what can people does for an opportunity or to get to a certain position. So today we'll be discussing it with Dr. Ram, where we'll be sharing another and different prospect of how you can actually deal with. So hello, Dr. Ram first. How are
Hi,
you?
Anas. I'm good. Thank you.
So I would love to ask you a couple of questions today regarding betrayal in a workspace. First, why it does happen at the first place, and who are the people who usually involved in it?
See, betrayal happens in a very, it's a comprehensive thing we need to understand. It's not just between you and me, maybe the situation, right? And sometimes we share a lot of information which is not needed. So those who have, so they're sitting in a huge information, confidential information, try to share to others, then, probably that will backfire you sometime. So we don't have a clarity about betrayal, in which direction it happens. But try to avoid gossips, try to avoid sharing information which is not necessary to the irrelevant people. So all this stuff probably to some extent prevent you. But beyond that, on the whole process, because it's not just information, probably you try to introduce you to someone else, to your top management, then they try to collaborate and they betray you. That's very common actually, right? And in a work situation, you work for a project, and maybe in terms of client relations or suppliers relation, anywhere this thing may happen, right? When you talk about betrayal, so there is a expectation from the other party, the opposite, the other person. Most of the time it is hidden. It has not been discussed or it's not been revealed openly in a common ground. So I'll give an example. So I introduced one of my known person, work for a large organization. So he approached me as a freelancer. You could able to be a consultant, so to do some task on that. So genuinely with a good interest, with his credentials and credibility, with the experience, regional experience. So I thought I'll include him into the particular project as a freelancer, as a consultant. So the whole conversation happening over a period of time, I tried to understand a bit more detail about his profile, all this stuff. Then over a period of time, now is the right time to introduce to my boss, my chairman. So I got an appointment, so we just introduced, but it happened in a different way. So my chairman said, you don't need to worry about this guy, take him on board. I was surprised. Okay, he is ready to work as a consultant, so he just need to pay some fixed salary, some payment, consulting fee for a few months. Work is done, then it's okay. No, take him on board. He's good. Okay, then I was, as an innocent, I was thinking like, okay, good. So if
But
boss
what
is
was
telling,
the reason that he took him on board? Why he decided that he wants to onboard
we both
him?
are on the same page. Me, myself, and my boss, my chairman, are on the same page. He's a nice guy. He's really good, actually. But the guy's expectation is just a consultant. I don't want to come as a full time, because he was more flexible to do many tasks, handle many clients and stuff like. So he could able to make some extra money. But if you are into a job, then only one client, then 9 to 5 job, maybe a small salary on that. So he was more comfortable on as a consultant, work as a consultant. So, but we thought like he's a potential guy, maybe could able to change the whole process, could able to do value addition to us. So we thought, okay. So I thought he will be coming as a consultant, but my boss thought he will be an employee to the organization. So this was happening for a week and 10 days. Then we decided, take him on board. Then we need to find a position. All this stuff was happening one by one. He was on board. So initially he was reporting to me, right? I was his boss. Then like over a period of time, he was expecting some information where he want to access to the whole group level, on the holding level. Then I need to introduce to the corporate office. Then his face was a bit changed, right? Then he started showing his real face, right? So that's what I'm telling you. Sometimes the hidden agendas, the hidden expectations of someone may not be revealed at the first interaction, second interaction. Maybe this will happen over a period of time. So everyone might be having some hidden expectations. Good or bad for them, good or bad for me, don't know, right? So most of the time, this hidden expectations are not discussed in detail. That's what my understanding here is. You need to be more friendly with anyone to understand their, personality. commonly said you should know two things from a person. You're knowing, I'm talking to you, I should understand your intention and the attitude. What is your intention towards me or towards my company? And what is your attitude? How you showcase yourself, right? These two things are inevitable to understand someone's personality. So if I had been understand his intention, the freelance consultant's intention earlier, I'd have been avoided
Hiring him.
to show even to my boss. I would have signed the contract and said, okay, your contract starts from tomorrow. I had the authority, I had the power those days. So I would never been introduce him to my boss. The whole game is changed now. That's what I'm telling. So betrayal is very common for those who are innocent, those who don't show their the full analysis, or they don't want to, like, they didn't understand the other person clearly or the situation, so they are the victim of the betrayals.
Of course, but I have a question. So right now you mentioned that he changed himself, or he was changed after a certain period of time. So what was happening? Like, what he tried to do? Did he try to stab you in the back? Or what exactly happened after that?
Yeah. So I said, like, he wanted to get an access to the holding company. So I taken him to the corporate office. So he was seeing what are the other projects are happening around, and he tried to involve himself in, voluntarily involve without my approval, because I was his immediate boss. Then as soon as he got the access to chairman's office and stuff, like, then he was like, as an individual, people want to show off, right?
Definitely.
To get recognition. That's
Yes,
the thing really happened. Then he gone into the wrong hands, right? Because the obviously everyone understand the power issues, and the right and left typically works in a way, and he gone in the other side, and the other side people were so dominant, and they try to dictate terms to the whole organization, and eventually under the radar of the chairman. So the chairman was noticing all this stuff. Then he need to fire the the top guy on the opposite side, and that's what the story is all about. So what I mean to say is, like, people find a way to position themselves and connect to the relevant same mindset people, and then they will turn against you, right? So here the challenge for any of this mid-level, this is a typical problem for mid and the top level management. Betrayal is quite common, and people want to establish themselves, so they put the other person down, or the other team down, or the system down sometime, right? The whole system is not right. Change the system, right? So that is the outcome of the betrayal. So probably I would have been alert. If I know this personality, I would have been avoided, right, to take him to this much level. I would have been, I would just telling, yeah, if there's another opportunity. If I would have been like foreseeing all this betrayal might be happening to me, then he was challenging to me, like, in the sense, like, want to remove my position. Even like I hired him, then he was trying to take my position. Then, like, somehow he was terminated by chairman. This is the curse of innocent people, or people don't want to suspect others, right, or don't want to show their power on the early stage when somebody is introduced into the organization. So you need to, as a junior, probably the checks and balances should be very clear. So talk what is more relevant, connect to the right people, and avoid unnecessary introductions to top management. Very clear. That sometimes backfires you, right?
True.
So I think that's the story of
Actually, if you remember, we in our previous episode that we did, so we were discussing the power dynamics, how it works. So actually, a question came to me from one of my friends who watched the episode. So the question was regarding the same. It's under the betrayal, I will say. So what happened to him? Someone else, he had an idea of a project, and the whole idea was his idea, but he shared it with someone based on a trust, like he trusts him, he will not betray him. But later on, there was a meeting with the management where all of them, they were sitting discussing ideas. Then his friend, the one who trusted and shared his idea with, he came and he actually presented the idea to the management, and they liked it. And he took all the credit of the project, and he took the project and he became the project manager at that certain point. So right now, definitely you mentioned that you don't have to share all of your thoughts or your ideas with anyone. You have to be careful with it. But when the situation happens, how you can overcome it? Like right now you are in the situation. How you can overcome the situation where you take back the lead on that certain idea and you take back the lead of the project?
See, there are two things. One is the prevention. Second is how to handle the situation where things are out of your hand. Prevention is like when you share some confidential information or any project plan or business plan, document it, right? That's what even in all the episodes we talk about. Documentation is very important.
True.
Send it through email, send it through WhatsApp, so that you could able to show that it is your content. You are the creator of the the whole plan. So that gives some evidence. That is more important, because friendship and business doesn't have that kind of fancy terms of friendship, emotional trust and beliefs and stuff. Like documentation is important, right? So now it is out of the hand, because he is in a situation, he is sitting on the meeting room, and the friend got the project, and it is his project. Probably he has two options. One is to leave as it is. Okay, it's okay. Focus on some other bigger project so that you move forward in life. Second is, you really want to get the credit and want to be the project head, then you need to show what you've done for this project, right? How did you prepare the document? And what is the mode of sharing the document to your friend? Is it a printed document, or is it like through some electronic gadgets you
Conversation.
shared?
It was
It's
just
a
a
conversation. Then unless until it is not documented, it's a tricky thing, right? So okay. So how to prevent this? Again, you don't share the detail of any plans. Maybe you could able to give some outline. So I mean, if it is very generic, easily doable, then probably you should move forward, because it is like maybe one of the ideas you have, you could be able to do something better and bigger. But once you lost this thing because it's not documented and it's a verbal discussion, and your friend has clearly put the things in place step by step, what to do next and stuff, like the detailed plan. So he really worked on that as well, right? Though it is your idea, but he really executed it in terms of putting the paperwork and got an approval. So probably you can go back to the friend and tell, like, guys, we work together. Why don't you, like, we move forward on that. When you execute the project, we'll work together on this. So you need to find a mutual way because you don't want to show that you've been betrayed and, show your bad face to your friend and spoil the ecosystem. You need to smartly move forward on that, where you feel that, okay, it's all happened, but how to fix and move forward, because you can't blame your friend, you can't blame the system, and you can't blame yourself. Now you need to smartly come out of resilience. You need to come out of that and just move forward, to the next step, what is best for the organization.
True, that's amazing. Right now we will move to the next part, which is right now, if you will go to an institution or to a corporate where you find a lot of, I will say, betrayal, backstabbing, and this kind of, I will say, environment. What is the best advice that you can give for anyone who's into that situation, in that environment? Should he continue in the same environment, trying to survive, or should he just move on?
See, moving on is not a solution. You need to be survived there. You need to, put your foot stronger. So don't move out of the situation, right? You have people who is like always betraying you, or not sharing the right information to you. So you're always cornered or avoided, in the whole operational, system. But my suggestion is to be in the system, right? Don't shy away. If people are talking, you feel that 2-3 people are talking in the office where you should be participate, and you feel that one person you don't like, so don't leave because of the one person. Right? Be on the talk, contribute whatever the things, and be on the casual talks with the office. So that gives some comfort to understand each other. Sometimes you could able to convince, or you could able to influence others. So moving out of the system is always a threat to us. Moving out of the casual talks is not good. So moving out of a teamwork is not good. So I strongly insist you should be in the system and see how best you could able to turn around it, in the sense how you could able to change the negative impact or the negative thoughts or the negative the whole ecosystem into something very positive. So betrayal is unavoidable, but be prepared for that, so that you don't talk unnecessary things, right? More relevant. You establish trust, mentor others. So you create in a situation where without you, others cannot survive, right? So you are like a lead generator, you are a mentor, and you are like, maybe kind of a cornerstone for the organization. If they betray you, they will be getting affected because you are a contributor, you are a mentor, you are a trainer, or you are like a value creator, right? To individual, to the team members, or even to the company system. So putting you down is not advisable for anyone or even for the organization in the big picture. So you create your own set of expertise. So that's the power you develop. So that's what we discussed many times. Be a mentor. Whatever you know, you could able to share to the people. So you build your own ecosystem. So these people are depending on you. I'm not telling only the juniors, even the top management sometime they need to do something like very fast, and you are like a domain, really a domain expert, you're a specialist on certain niche area, just get it done for. So don't expect anything from them. That is the underlying hidden formula.
Just the credit that you
Just you need to, don't worry, it's okay, I'll do it for you. Don't expect anything from them. And you go within any obligation from, like expecting from them, then that is not a value addition. Obviously, I did, you did, return back to me, that's it. So the game is over. So don't end the game, continue it, right? So continuation of the thing, people will be thinking twice or afraid to betray you. Because if they are betraying you, they will not get the support from you. So be the solution provider, be the value creator, who are near to you or the top management, and do more to the enemies. You feel that they are going to put you down, do best to them.
But isn't it affecting the whole work, I will say, environment? If we will be focusing more into the, I will say, betrayal, someone stabbing you from the back, isn't it affecting the whole environment or the whole organization? Because when you are focusing on your work, you are doing your work, but when you are doing the, I will say, this kind of things where you are focusing more into the dramatic things in the office, it will be not that much of progress in the work. So what do you think? What is the best thing that you can do?
Sure. I mean, obviously, you have to do your routine work, your core competency, and you need to meet your KPIs, your performance indicators. You need to fulfill that. During this journey, right? Betrayal doesn't have time. Okay, morning 9 o'clock, somebody is going to betray me, or end of the first quarter, everything is done, people betray me. No, it comes on and off, right? Maybe we can't predict the situations. So you need to be a bit vigilant on that. We need to be a bit more careful on that. So you don't like always think about betrayals or, mentoring, training others. You need to do your work, yes, but keep an eye on it. Who is like, maybe we call it the, sometimes we are highly vulnerable to certain betrayal situations or certain people. So we need to be a bit more careful to these people and try to focus on that. If you put the high risk, low risk, and the mid risk. So in your relationship in the organization, whom you feel high risk, who is going to put you down at the earliest possible and the high intensity, focus on that particular person or the situation or the unit or the department and try to build a good relationship with them so that the betrayal or maybe some negative attacks can be avoided from this particular direction. So you could able to understand that, visualize that is more important actually.
That's great to hear. Thank you for sharing this. And one last thing, like I will say, what is the advice that you will give to someone who's planning to betray their colleagues or to actually do this kind of actions?
Okay, that's very interesting. If somebody is, betrayal, people are good actually, right? Everyone is good. The intentions are good. But in very situation, people react in a different way. So they are in the bad situation and they need to survive. So that might be the reason for to survive in that situation, I put someone down, that's it. So that is the formula for betrayal, right? People don't think with a proper strategy, next 3 months, I'm going to put this person down. So create a roadmap for that. No, it is not going to happen because organization is highly, dynamic. It's people are coming, going, and the process coming, going, new projects, and performance ups and downs. So there are a lot of dynamics already happening in the organization. But if you target someone and you are keeping an eye on it, that's the risky thing. That's what I said, the high risk people. So somebody want to put someone down as a betrayal, eventually you may succeed, right? But the intensity of the betrayal, right, that will obviously affect the other person whom you are going to betray, and see what is the benefit out of it. Who is going to be benefit out of it? If I don't get any benefit, then what is the use of betraying someone else? If I get benefit, is it a long term or short term, right? If the organization is going to be benefit, if I betray this guy and he is going to fail and he is going to leave the organization, obviously the organization is going to be, so it depends upon different scenarios and the outcomes. So, I mean, like, I'm not telling as a good human, but as a good survival, instinct for a person who want to be in the organization, they could able to see the outcomes first, right? And if you could able to avoid this betrayal, what will happen? If you don't betray someone, what will happen? And can't you survive? Can't the organization survive? Is there any alternative solutions we have? So betrayal is not the only option, right? They could able to move further to the next level. If I don't betray this guy, how I could able to survive? How I could get recognized? Or how the organization could improve the growth? So maybe should think about the alternative solutions rather than betraying someone. So I think that's for the younger generation, this is very important, because betrayal is not a solution, because you are, if a top management or the powerful people understand that you betrayed someone, probably they will keep an eye on it. So that will not be visible quickly, or you will not be noticed, or maybe taken any negative actions, but probably they will keep an eye on it. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing this much of information. We really appreciate every time you come with a new prospect. You enlighten us with this kind of, I will say, informations that nobody's talking about. Everybody is actually avoiding it. Thank you so much, Dr. Ram. And for the audience, if you didn't see any episode before, so this will be your entrance. You can watch all the episodes in our channel, and definitely you will learn more and more. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Dr. Ram, again for being here with us.
Thank you so much, Anas. Thank you.